Do you remember Stoop Kid from Hey Arnold and how he was afraid to leave his stoop? Basically, he was a young man in Hey Arnold who was just on the stoop all day, all night, didn't leave. So he just stayed in that stoop, so much so that he became a fixture in the neighborhood of, oh, that's just Stoop Kid. His name was Stoop Kid because he was on that stoop so much. Able to find out that he was actually afraid to leave the stoop. That's why he stood there every single day, nonstop. And the neighborhood kids realized, oh, he's afraid. So much so now, they're gonna go ahead. Now the neighborhood kids are teasing him. That's when the teasing started. They were like, oh, Stoop Kid's afraid to leave the stoop. Stoop Kid's afraid to leave the stoop. Now they chanting a song about him. And because they're staying far away, he can't even come and run after them because he's afraid to leave his stoop. Eventually, Arnold was able to coach him through it, which took some time, but he was able to coach him through it and show him that you can actually step off the stoop whenever you want to. And sometimes some people, we stay in some situations because they're comfortable, because we're used to what we're used to. Even if the world, once we step off that stoop, is way broader and way bigger than what it usually is. But because we're on that stoop, it's it's safe. It's something that, oh, okay, I've never had to deal with. Or yes, I have this tax situation and I haven't filed my taxes for a few years, but the IRS hasn't caught me or hasn't caught up with me now, so it's probably not going to ever happen eventually. Or it's probably not going to ever happen. But that is the problem. Now I'm living with my business. Now you're living with your business and you're going through life, but you're living through business and going through life and you're on the stoop and you're paused almost. When it comes to grants and events, you can't apply to them because they're going to ask you for your financials. When it's time for you to get a loan, you can't get it because they're going to ask you for financials and you can't get it. You can't subscribe to it. When you want to be part of a program and they ask you for your financials, you're paused because you haven't done your taxes in a while, not much less bookkeeping, and you just kind of comfortable on that stoop. But when are you going to be brave enough to not sit in the same thing that you're used to? And for me, all I'm going to say is when you're ready to come off that stoop,